name is James Sheehan, my nickname is Jimbo Slice, and my professional record is 8 wins, 3 losses.
It should be on maybe 11.
Initially I joined mixed martial arts for a strange enough reason. One of my good friends got into a street fight. He basically realised that he didn't know how to fight and he should probably learn. So I said, I'll go with you. He quit after 2 weeks. I said, look, I'm at nothing else. I'll keep doing it. I've steered away from street fights. So outside the gym, it's not Jimbo Slice, it's Jimbo Nice. It's been just over a year since my last outing on Cage Warriors. Of course, I'm scheduled to fight Yanis Bakar. 3 weeks out from that fight, I had unfortunately broken my hand in sparring. Looking back now, that has caused me to add layers to my game, and I'm more prepared for this fight than I was for the Yanis one.
My name is Justin Burlinson with a record of 9-2, fighting out with TFT MMA. I started fighting in the beginning because I was just hanging about the streets really, and I had no direction in life. My mum always wanted us to get into some sort of sport, stuff like that, so we were just looking for different sports to do, and then ended up finding jiu-jitsu and just went from there. Even a couple of fights in as a pro, obviously the goal was to get the Cage Warriors and then get to the UFC.
Introducing Justin Burlinson!
I had one fight on Cage Warriors against David Bear. I was 9-1 at the time. Got the call for the Contender Series. It was a good experience being out there and seeing it all and stuff like that. Obviously I didn't get the win, but even after that I knew it wasn't going to stop us. I was just motivated to get back there.
This is a super important fight for Justin Burlinson as he looks to get back on the right track.
Daniel Sabinski was a dangerous opponent, but I knew I had the skills to beat him.
Incredible stuff from the young man from Sunderland.
The fight after that I fought Jamie Richardson. He was another tough opponent as well, obviously fought for the middleweight belt. So he was a big guy, but I felt like I could have fought better, but at least I got the finish in the end. After fighting Jamie Richardson, I got another call for the Contender Series, which didn't happen. But then after that, I had some health issues. I injured my knee, and I waited out for knee surgery. That took quite a lot of time. I literally got the date for the knee surgery, then I got a call saying I had testicle cancer. I did. For a little time I did think it was over. I thought maybe I might not fight again here. As soon as I got like the all clear and stuff like that, I was like, I can still do this 100% and I can get back in there, I feel healthy and stuff like that. So I got back in the gym and just started training again. Obviously my body, even the last fight, my body wasn't 100% then, but my body's back to 100% now. I was never going to give up on myself. Obviously that's my dream, that's what I started this sport to be in the UFC and stuff like that, so I was never going to give up on that dream.
Recovered from the injury, beat cancer, straight back to the cage. That's a real fighter, ladies and gentlemen.
It's an unbelievable turnaround to go from that to back to winning ways in Cage Warriors and winning well. He's more than deserved of the Cage Warriors title shot again, and I cannot wait for Saturday night.
So I'm Paul Redzer Redmond, and I've used to fight out of Team Ryano in Dublin. I'm retired now. I'm an ex-UFC Cage Warriors fighter, and I'm the Team Ryano no-gi coach. So we're back in the RDS after about a year since James has won the belt. It just goes to show that we've come full circle for Team Ryano. After myself and Neil finished and retired, there was a bit of a long layoff, I should say, between our team that was and the team that is now. And it really has come full circle, and we've got, you know, serious fighters coming out there between Saul, Jamie, Jer Harris, Adam, and especially James Sheehan leading the charge. I think the only way is up for the guys. I cannot wait to see all the guys in there.
April 6th last year, the whole of Team Ryano gym, we went 4-0 on that night with 4 finishes. There's nothing more as a teammate and even my coach could ask for from us. This year we're going to take a step up and have 5 fighters on the event and hopefully take that next step and get 5 wins and 5 finishes. couldn't recommend this gym enough to anyone. How close we are as teammates, even how close Andy is to us. Like he's not only a coach, but he really cares about us and developing even as people. And I believe that's a major importance of martial arts. Outside of competition is actually who you are as a character. One thing that I love about Team Ryano is Paul Redmond, who likes to give everyone their nicknames, whether you like it or not.
We're giving names to the Plank, yeah, another teammate of mine who's moved on from our team. We've given the nickname Plank Derby because he looks like a big plank of wood. So another one I did was Better Call Saul, and I actually don't think they've used it in the commentators or the ring announcer yet. But I know he's getting a lot of traction online with it. I gave Jimbo his one, which is Jimbo Slice. So when he gets called out on Saturday night, it's going to be James Jimbo Slice, thanks to yours truly.
James Jimbo Slice Sheehan.
So James came to us about 10, 11 years ago, back in about 2015, when sort of I was at the pinnacle of my career.
In my professional debut, I fought Matthew Bonner. Andy still makes a joke about it today that I didn't fight until 11 o'clock that night. I think I started warming up nearly at 5 o'clock. So by the time I actually got into the cage, I was I was completely exhausted. It was a definite learning curve for me as a fighter. For my Cage Warriors debut, I faced off against Ian Garry, who needs no introduction. My other loss after Ian Garry is to Owen Elliott, who is also making strides in the UFC.
James Sheehan with the big squeeze, trying to beat the fight, and it's over!
Winning the Cage Warriors belt is something very special, not only for me, but for Team Ryano. Of course, the last time we actually held a Cage Warriors belt was Neil Seary holding the flyweight belt years ago. It was great to actually have the belt here back in Team Ryano, and for me personally, I knew it was only a matter of time. It was inevitable that I was going to win it.
I think Jim's a really good opponent. He's quite typical tight hands boxing style and forward pressure, so it's not so unusual to train for, so it's not so hard to get sparring partners, because people are generally have that style in our gym as well. But he's very, very good, and he's very similar to Justin, as in he will be there till the end as well.
What I've known from Justin Burlinson, and the first time I've seen him compete and fight was in Cage Warriors Belfast. It was the first time I had made the transition from fighter over to commentator, and I saw that epic fight with Reese and himself. He put a masterclass on until he got clipped in the third round, I believe.
And down goes Justin Burlinson.
Yeah, in the Reese fight, it didn't go my way, but obviously I left it all in there. He left it all in there. We both had a war, and you can't not have respect for each other after you go to war, especially when we're close to finishing each other. Getting the call back for the title was a big thing, especially after losing it the first time. I always wanted to get back in, get the revenge and get this belt. Obviously I would like to fight Reese again for the belt, but he's in the UFC now, so I've got to fight James to get there, maybe get the rematch again. But I'm just concentrating on James at the minute, because he's probably one of the toughest opponents I've fought to date. Pretty similar fighter to me, he likes to come forward and fight hard, so I'm expecting a really hard fight.
Justin is a fighter. He really believes in what you tell him. If you give him a job to do, he will try it until it's physically impossible to keep trying anymore. That's what we've been looking at for this, just maybe some a bit smarter decision making and a bit better defence when he is being aggressive.
I'm well aware of Justin. He's been on the European circuit for a good while now. He's a high level opponent, and I always kind of knew we would cross paths at some point.
In the Reese fight, James Sheehan got brought in as a sparring partner to emulate me in the sparring for Reese. In this fight, I expect 5 rounds. I'll always look for the finish when I'm in there, but if I go to the decision, then that's what I have to do.
The fight will be an absolute pleasure for fans. The age-old question of what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. I revel in chaos, and I'm sure Justin believes he's the same.
I feel like he's similar in ways, but I feel like on the night, we're not going to look similar.
I foresee Justin starting fast, but in typical Jimbo Slice fashion, I will withstand the early storm and come out on top and finish with a round 3 ground and pound finish. After a dominant performance, I will have showed I am worthy of a UFC contract. If there's one thing that I've done, I've never taken the short, easy route in my MMA career.
After this fight, I've heard James might be getting the call up for the contender series of the UFC, so if I beat him, take the belt, then it's my turn.
Whatever I have to do to take that step to the next level, I will.